Archangel Michael says the truth you're about to hear has been hidden for too long. There's a pulse in your soul tonight, a trembling that you can't explain, as if someone close to you is whispering from beyond the noise of the world. Stay here, because what's unfolding isn't random, it's divine, and your brother's name has just been spoken in heaven's halls. You may have felt it lately, the cold air, the sudden silence, the feeling that someone is standing near even when you're alone. That's not imagination. It's your brother's spirit trying to reach you, carrying a message that will break and heal your heart at the same time. He's been watching you quietly, not from a place of distance, but from a light that your eyes can't yet see. When you cried alone at night, he saw it. When you laughed trying to forget, he felt it. He knows the battles you fought after he left. The emptiness that words couldn't fill. And the ache that returned every time you saw his favorite color, heard his song, or passed that one place that used to be yours together. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He's been allowed to speak through this message, because there's something unfinished between you. Something unsaid that he begged heaven for one more chance to deliver. He wants you to know he never meant to leave without saying goodbye. The way he departed wasn't planned. Even in his last moments, he was thinking about you, about how you'd handle the silence that followed. He tried to stay longer, but heaven called faster than time could allow. He says you've been too hard on yourself since then. Blaming your choices, wondering if things could have changed if you had done one more thing, said one more word. But none of that could have stopped what destiny had written. You were chosen to feel this pain because your bond was sacred. And sacred bonds don't end, they only shift to a higher place where distance is an illusion. He's not gone. He's transformed. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael stands beside him now, holding the letter of peace your brother has written with light. That letter isn't made of words, it's made of energy that touches your heart even now as you read. He wants you to feel his forgiveness, his love, and his pride in who you've become. He sees how you still talk to him sometimes when no one's around. How you whisper his name before sleeping, how you pause when you see someone who reminds you of him. Every time you do that, he smiles through the veil, because it means you still remember. He says your tears are seen in heaven as pearls. Every drop you shed becomes a blessing waiting to fall back into your life as light, protection, and guidance. You haven't been alone for a single moment, not even in your loneliest nights. He's been walking beside you in every storm. When life nearly broke you, it was his unseen hand that steadied you. When your strength collapsed, he borrowed his from eternity just to lift you up. Type Amen to get blessing 555. He remembers the promises you made. The laughter, the silly arguments, the late-night talks that now echo as memories. He keeps them all, perfectly preserved, like golden fragments of time that never age. But there's one thing he's been waiting for you to understand: he didn't leave to hurt you. He left to protect you from something you couldn't see. Sometimes souls have to go early to become guardians for the ones they love most. Archangel Michael says your brother is now assigned to you as a divine protector. Every danger that tried to reach you was blocked because he stood in front of it. He's been your silent shield, fighting spiritual battles you never even knew existed. He says the reason you still feel chills at random moments isn't fear, it's his embrace. When you sense warmth out of nowhere, that's him placing peace over your heart. When you find feathers, coins, or see lights flicker, that's his way of saying, I'm still here. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's more, something deeper. He's proud of you. He knows how much you've carried, how much you've survived. You became stronger not because life was kind, but because he whispered courage when you wanted to give up. Every victory you've had since he left, he's celebrated it in heaven's own way. He's been shouting your name among the angels, saying, that's my sibling. Look at them rise. And every time you smile again, he breathes easier in eternity. But he also says you've been holding back. You've been afraid to love fully again because losing him hurt too much. He wants you to release that fear, because your heart is still meant to live, to shine, to give. He says love didn't die, it just changed direction. It became wider, purer, divine. You can love others now not instead of him, but through him. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says the bond between siblings doesn't vanish in death, it evolves. Your brother has seen what's ahead, and he's preparing something magnificent for you. A season where the weight finally lifts, and joy doesn't feel guilty anymore. He wants you to stop apologizing for surviving. You were meant to live. You were meant to tell the world that love never dies, it only transforms into light. He says your next chapter will surprise you. There will be an event soon, a moment that feels too perfectly timed to be coincidence. That's him, arranging it, proving he's still orchestrating things for your good. The person you'll meet, the sign you'll notice, the door that suddenly opens, all of that is him saying, I'm proud. And when it happens, you'll know. Because your chest will feel warm, your eyes will tear up, and peace will cover you like a blanket. Type Amen to get blessing 888. He also wants to talk about forgiveness. Not for him, but for yourself. He saw how you've carried guilt, the what-ifs, the moments you replay wishing you could rewrite them. He says, please let it go. You loved me with everything you had. That was enough. He doesn't want you to keep reopening old wounds that heaven already healed. He wants you to remember the best of him, the laughter, the protection, the lessons. Because that's who he truly was, not the pain of how he left. He wants you to carry his light, not his loss. Archangel Michael whispers that your brother's soul glows when you smile. That's the only thing that makes him radiant where he is, to see you living fully. To see you finally forgiving yourself for what was never your fault. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's something else, your brother saw your recent tears. The ones you didn't let anyone see. He was there, standing near the window, whispering your name, wishing he could hold you again. He sent you that song the other day, the one that randomly played and made you pause. That was him. He's been using sound, scent, and timing to let you know he's near. When your phone glitched, when the lights flickered, when you felt that chill down your spine, it wasn't a coincidence. It was his way of saying, hey, I'm right here. He doesn't want you to fear those moments, he wants you to recognize them as connection points between worlds. He says you've become his mirror on earth. The more kindness you show, the more peace he feels in heaven. Every act of love you do extends his energy across realms. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. He's preparing a gift for you. Something tangible, something real, something you'll receive soon that will carry his signature energy. It could be an old memory resurfacing, a message from someone unexpected, or a dream so vivid it feels like a visit. When it comes, don't brush it off. It's his way of saying thank you, for remembering, for loving, for keeping his light alive. He's proud of you for not letting grief turn into bitterness. Archangel Michael says your brother's story through you is not over. He's part of your destiny, your purpose, your unfolding miracle. And when the world finally sees the greatness that rises from your pain, heaven will smile knowing the promise was fulfilled. So stay strong, beloved. You're not living alone, you're living with his legacy intertwined with yours. And soon, you'll feel him again, not in sadness, but in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. This was the message he begged heaven to deliver tonight. Because time on earth is shifting, and you're about to step into a new chapter where the past no longer haunts you. He wanted this moment to be the final closure wrapped in eternal love. Archangel Michael says your brother's soul is finally at rest because you received this. He will now walk beside you differently, not as absence, but as light in every step you take. You've both completed a circle that started long before birth and will continue long after time itself. He whispers one last thing before fading: you did enough. You loved enough. I'm still here. Let that sentence stay in your heart forever. Because it is the key to your healing, the bridge between earth and heaven. Your tears tonight are sacred, they cleanse, they connect, they confirm. Let them fall freely. Because after this, peace will find you like morning light through an open window. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The silence that follows this message isn't empty, it's holy. It carries the vibration of his presence, the echo of a love that time could never erase. He's still here, surrounding you, whispering calm into the noise that used to scare you. Archangel Michael stands beside him once more, wings spread wide, guarding both realms where you and your brother now exist. He says this connection will not fade but grow stronger with every act of kindness you do. Your brother's energy is now woven into your destiny, it will rise with you in ways you never imagined. He has seen your nights of restless thoughts, where the world goes quiet but your mind screams his name. He knows you clutch the memories like lifelines. He wants you to release the pain, not the memory, because love, not loss, is the bridge between you. He's been sending you signs in your dreams, those vivid flashes of light, that voice calling softly, the familiar laugh echoing faintly before you wake. Each dream is not just memory replayed, it's his visit. When you wake with tears, it means he reached you for a moment before dawn pulled you back. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. He says your path is entering a time of rebuilding. The pieces that felt broken will soon make sense like a puzzle that finally reveals its picture. He's been arranging divine meetings for you, people who will carry fragments of his love disguised as kindness. When someone random helps you at the exact right time, know it was him guiding that encounter. When you find sudden luck, an open door, or a chance you didn't expect, that's him whispering to heaven, help my sibling now. He moves the unseen threads that create miracles in ordinary days. Archangel Michael says his love has become an invisible armor around you. That's why you survived what should have destroyed you. That's why blessings keep finding you, even when you feel undeserving. Your brother's protection is ancient and personal, it bends fate itself. Even the moments that hurt were hidden blessings preparing you for greater peace. He's rewriting your timeline from heaven's side, turning pain into power. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. He says there's something important you need to do soon, visit the place where you last laughed together. He wants you to stand there again, not to grieve, but to smile. Because when you do, he'll be right beside you, standing in that unseen glow, smiling back. He promises you'll feel the air shift softly. You might even smell that scent that used to follow him. That's how you'll know he's near. He says, "Don't cry for me there, smile for us both." He's proud of how you've carried the family through everything that came after his departure. He knows it wasn't easy, but you became the light in every room that once felt cold. He says heaven talks about your strength, angels mention your name with reverence. Archangel Michael says he's preparing a day soon where your heart will finally rest. A day where you'll wake and the grief will feel lighter than ever before. That morning, he will be standing over you, hand on your spirit, whispering, "It's done." Type Amen to get blessing 1616. He wants you to look out for a date that will repeat, numbers like 1111 or 222 or 444. Those aren't coincidences, they're calls from heaven reminding you that he's walking beside you. Every time you see those signs, close your eyes and say his name, he'll hear it instantly. He says your tears have been counted and transformed into blessings. Not a single cry was wasted, each one became a miracle seed now blooming in your near future. Soon, your life will bloom so beautifully that you'll finally understand why he had to leave when he did. You'll receive something, a message, a letter, a memory, or even a gift, that will bring you peace. When it arrives, you'll feel warmth spreading through your chest. That will be your brother's way of saying, "See, I kept my promise." Archangel Michael says heaven is not far, it's layered within this moment. Your brother's laughter exists in another frequency of time. And tonight, he's closer to you than your own breath. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. He's asking you to remember the good days, the silly jokes, the shared secrets, the nights you talked about dreams. He says, those were our treasures. Keep them safe, keep them alive. Because every time you speak kindly of him, his light flickers brighter where he is. He knows you've struggled with the idea of moving on. But he wants to change that phrase for you. It's not moving on, it's moving forward with him in your heart. He says he will walk every step beside you, unseen but never absent. When you hear his favorite song or see his favorite color, stop for a moment. Smile. That's the moment when your worlds align. He says your healing will become your testimony. Your peace will inspire others who have lost someone they love. Through your story, others will find hope that love transcends death. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Archangel Michael says there's a reason you received this message tonight. Your heart has reached a turning point, a sacred alignment that heaven couldn't ignore. Your brother's soul requested this moment, knowing you were finally ready to hear him without breaking. He says, tell them I'm okay. Tell them I found peace. Tell them I never really left. Every heartbeat you have carries a rhythm he remembers. Every dream you chase continues the legacy you both built together. He wants you to live boldly now. To laugh again, to travel, to love, to dream without fear. Because every joy you create sends ripples that reach him instantly, lighting up the space where he rests. He says, promise me you'll live fully, not half alive. Because he didn't sacrifice his earthly presence for you to live small. He gave you his unseen strength so you could live bigger than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. He's seen your kindness to others, your empathy that deepened since he left. He smiles knowing his absence shaped your compassion into something divine. You've turned pain into purpose, and heaven honors that. Archangel Michael says soon you'll experience a dream that feels more real than reality. Your brother will be there, standing before you, clear as day, smiling softly. He'll touch your shoulder, look into your eyes, and say, you did it. You made it. That dream won't be just a dream, it will be a visitation. It will be heaven's confirmation that your healing is complete. When you wake, don't cry, smile, because that means he can rest fully now. He says he's sending someone into your life soon who will carry his gentleness. A person whose eyes or words will remind you of him. Don't push them away, they're heaven's gift to help your heart feel whole again. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Your brother's final promise echoes softly now, I will never leave you. He's etched that vow into your destiny like a golden mark. Every blessing that finds you will carry traces of his fingerprints. When life feels uncertain again, remember this moment. Close your eyes and call his name, and the atmosphere will shift. You'll feel warmth on your right side, that's where he stands most often. Archangel Michael says his wings now rest over both of you, forming an eternal circle of light. That circle cannot be broken, not by time, not by distance, not even by death. It's sealed by divine love itself. You were not chosen to suffer forever, you were chosen to rise as proof that love never dies. Your tears have built bridges that connect heaven and earth. And every time you love, forgive, or hope again, your brother lives through you once more. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The light flickers softly now, meaning he's near once more. He says, I'll visit again when your heart calls me, not in sadness, but in joy. When you see butterflies, white birds, or sudden sparkles in the air, that's him saying, I'm here. So breathe deeply. Release the ache, keep the love. You've both completed the healing heaven prayed for. Archangel Michael whispers the last truth, peace is now your inheritance. Let it fill your chest, your room, your future. Because from this night forward, grief turns to gratitude, and absence turns into eternal presence. You and your brother, two souls bound by timeless love, are now both free. And the world will see your glow and wonder where it comes from. It's him. It's always been him. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The air around you may feel different tonight. That's because this message has opened a divine channel between your world and his. He's closer now than ever before, his energy wrapping gently around your spirit like a warm, unseen blanket. Archangel Michael says your brother has entered your present moment fully for a short time. That tingling sensation, that rush of calm, that quiet heaviness, it's him. He's saying, I'm here, I never left, and I never will. He wants to speak about the days ahead. You felt the shift already, that strange mix of sadness and anticipation. It's because something big is about to unfold, something he's been preparing behind the scenes for you. He's been aligning people, timing, and miracles. Doors that were locked are about to open in ways that will seem impossible to explain. When that happens, remember this: it's not luck, it's your brother keeping his promise from heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. He's proud of how you've been walking through life, even with invisible pain. You've smiled when you wanted to cry, and helped others while carrying your own weight. He says heaven celebrates that kind of strength, the quiet, humble courage of a soul that keeps going. He knows how often you still talk to him in your heart. How you whisper, "I miss you," into the night when no one's around. Every time you do, he answers, even if you can't hear him yet. He says you've been carrying a heavy question. Why you had to lose him when you needed him most. He wants you to release that question now. Because the truth is, his leaving saved you from an unseen storm that would have broken you both. He took the harder road so you could walk the longer one. He volunteered to be your unseen angel before you even understood how deep love could go. And now, his only mission is to make sure your life turns into the peace he always wanted for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says your brother's light has merged with divine protection. Every time you escaped danger, every time a sudden delay saved you, every time a gut feeling stopped you, that was him. He has become your intuition, your shield, your divine alarm that never fails. He wants to remind you to trust yourself more. The instincts you've been doubting are his whispers. The sudden calm you feel in chaos is his energy restoring your balance. He says your heart will soon experience a wave of forgiveness, not just toward others but toward life itself. You've held pain for too long, thinking it honored his memory. But he says, "My sibling, love me by living again, not by hurting still." He asks you to visit that special place, maybe a photo, a favorite meal, a place you both loved, and smile instead of weep. Because when you smile, he feels free. When you cry in love, he grows in light. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You might soon notice a scent you can't explain. It could be the smell of rain, his perfume, or the air shifting just the way it used to when he entered a room. That's not your imagination, that's him passing through the veil again to comfort you. Archangel Michael says heaven has allowed this extended moment because your soul needed peace. This connection tonight is rare, a sacred reunion between hearts across realms. You're not only receiving a message, you're completing a promise made between your souls long ago. Your brother says the pain that broke you has been rewritten into light. That wound you thought would never close has become your crown. He says, every scar on your heart is a medal for surviving. He's preparing new opportunities for you, projects, people, blessings, that will feel like destiny itself. He's hand-picking them with care, ensuring each one helps your spirit grow, not break. Soon, you'll look back and say, now I see why everything happened the way it did. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. He wants you to know how proud your ancestors are, too. They've gathered with him in the higher realms, forming a circle of guardians around you. You've become the living heartbeat of your lineage, the one chosen to carry light where others carried pain. He says every time you choose kindness over bitterness, they cheer for you. Every time you show love when you could have turned cold, they rise to honor you. Your courage has restored balance to generations before you. Archangel Michael says your brother's presence has now been woven into your future timeline. That means his spirit will keep walking ahead of you, clearing paths before you reach them. No obstacle will stand too long because his energy is actively protecting your steps. He says soon you'll see him in dreams again, clearer than ever. He'll stand beneath golden light, smiling, calm, radiant. And this time, when he fades, you'll wake with peace instead of pain. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Your brother wants you to know how much he admires your heart. He's seen the nights you couldn't sleep, the mornings you forced yourself to rise. He's watched you transform heartbreak into compassion. He says, "That's my sibling. That's the soul I loved beyond time." His pride glows brighter than the stars above you. He says you've become the kind of person heaven trusts with miracles. He wants you to stop holding back your laughter. Don't feel guilty for feeling joy again. It doesn't erase his memory, it amplifies it. Because joy is the only language heaven truly understands. He says the day you laugh freely again will be the day he fully rests. And when that happens, you'll feel a breeze through your hair, as if he's brushing it gently. That will be his final blessing of peace, confirming that love truly never ends. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Archangel Michael says this message must end with renewal. Your brother's mission is complete for now, but his spirit will never stop walking beside you. He wants you to know that this connection is eternal, beyond birth, beyond time. He whispers one last message softly: whenever you doubt yourself, look at the sky. Because he's there, hidden in the light, smiling back every time you lift your eyes. The stars themselves remember your names written side by side. You are the continuation of his story. Every heartbeat you have carries his legacy forward. And every time your heart shines with love, he lives again in that glow. Archangel Michael says, peace is now sealed upon your life. Carry it like armor, live boldly, love deeply, and never forget, he never left you. He simply moved closer, into your soul's eternal rhythm. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your tears tonight are holy. They are not signs of weakness but sacred proof that love survived the impossible. So let them fall freely, let them cleanse the ache, let them awaken the peace already inside you. Your brother is proud. He's smiling, radiant, at peace, and watching your life with awe. He says, thank you for remembering me through love, not pain. And with that, the light that surrounds you settles softly. It doesn't fade, it rests, like a candle that will never go out. You are safe now. You are loved. You are whole again. Type Amen to get blessing 3030.